Howdy guys, Connor McCaskill here with Gear Focus, and today I'm here to tell you about the 5 best lens deals that I found on the Gear Focus website. So if you're looking for some sweet deals, let's get started. So starting out in no particular order, I found this really awesome Rokinon 50mm f1.2 for the Fujifilm X mount series. It's a pretty good deal at $250. Typically, these Rokinon lenses go for about $500 new, so you're essentially getting 50% off if you were to pick up this lens. So this Rokinon 50mm lens on a Fujifilm APS-C camera like the Fujifilm X-T4 is actually gonna be more like a 76mm equivalent on a full frame camera because of the 1.53x crop that you get on these Fujifilm cameras. So I actually think this piece of glass would make for a beautiful portrait photography lens. Moving on to the next awesome deal I found on the Gear Focus website is this nifty little full frame 50mm f1.4 Zeiss T planar ZE EF lens. That's a mouthful. I absolutely love shooting on Zeiss glass. It's some of my favorite pieces of lenses to shoot on because the build and image quality of these Carl Zeiss lenses are absolutely superb. And what's cool about this particular Zeiss lens on the Gear Focus website is that it comes equipped with a custom fitted focus gear ring. Now, these rings are absolutely amazing in helping to make sure that you get accurate critical focus while pulling focus in the manual focus mode. And not to mention, this lens is $725 new, so at $399, that's a great price. Next up, we found this Sony 28mm f2 E-mount lens. Now, Sony glass is notorious for being a bit expensive, albeit really good quality. So that's why it's always a good idea to pick up these Sony primes when you can for a good deal. And what's great about this particular lens is that it is barely used and they're selling it for $350 versus the $450 you would have to spend if you purchased this lens brand new. Now, I love the Fujifilm system and I especially love their glass, and the Fujifilm 56mm f1.2 is definitely no exception. I have used this lens personally and I find it to be an absolutely stunning portrait photography lens. Now, this one is listed at $765, which is actually a pretty good deal when you compare it to $1,000 that you'd have to pay if you were to purchase it new. I feel like this is definitely a really good pick if you are a photographer on the Fujifilm system. Last and certainly not least, we have the Canon EF 85mm f1.2 L series lens. Now, if you don't know much about this lens, the $1,200 that it is listed for can sound like a lot of money, especially if you're just getting started in this field. However, if you do know something about this lens, you know that $1,200 is a pretty good steal. These lenses can go for $2,000 new, which is a savings of $800 if you were to pick up this lens today, which is an insane deal. So there you have it, the 5 best camera lens deals that I found on the Gear Focus website. Now, there are plenty more gear listings on the website. In fact, I just found this really awesome deal on a Z-Cam listed for $1595, which is a pretty stellar deal on a pretty cool camera. But if these didn't particularly pertain to your camera needs, go check out the website for yourself. There are new listings posted every single day. Also, if you're looking to clear out some of the gear that you don't use anymore, consider putting it for sale here at Gear Focus. We have some of the lowest seller fees of any site. Just make sure that you take good pictures and price it accurately so that you have the best chance of us to feature your gear on our next camera gear picks of the week. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you got something out of it, and I will see you next week.